I'm here with my boy Cody, Verret, El Pablito.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Would it be El Pablito or just Pablito?
I think El Pablito would be the Pablito, so I'll take either one.
I like the Pablito because there's only one man with a hairstyle and a mustache that great.
Exactly.
I mean, they should put you as a poster child on the UFC now.
One of one.
Tell Dana White to come over here now and start the photo shoot.
I'll give him a call.
I met this cat. Oh, by the way, y'all, welcome back to Unwoken, the #1 podcast in the world for young conservative media, and that's a fact. This man's a badass right here, folks. I met him at JSP on New Year's Eve, I think about 3 years ago. 3 years ago or so. Yeah, dude, because your hair was just starting to become a little bit longer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I probably started a mohawk.
Yeah, and I think you had a little bit of a goatee, too.
Yeah, I'm sure I did.
Dude, that'd be cool if you grew out the little goatee strap like that.
Yeah, I had a beard not long ago, but like for Thanksgiving I had it, but I had to go.
Yeah, why did it have to go?
The mustache doesn't pop if I got the beard around it.
You could do a little bit of the stubble.
Yeah, 100%.
But you got a little bit of the
Kinda
stubble.
right now,
Yeah.
yeah.
You see, I figured out how to do it, man. I got some new stuff. And I comb it in the direction I want it to go now. Yeah. It's beautiful, man. Hey, people don't understand the time it takes.
Yeah, my barber gives me a wax. I showed up one day. He was like, "Look, this is what you need." He gave me the wax. Like, I didn't even ask nothing. He was like, "Use this every day." So that's where we're at with it.
Oh, yeah, dude. See, mine's really fucking long now.
Yeah, I see that.
So I'm trying to go for, I used to have it to where it curled in like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was going for. But then I started growing the beard up a little bit higher now.
Yeah, I don't even know the brand of the wax that I use, but if they pay me, I will learn the name and I will advertise.
Welcome to what I do now. No free advertising.
Exactly.
Except for our sponsor, the Bulldog. Man, that's my shit. My boy Merrick. That's our sponsor.
I like Merrick. Merrick's a cool dude.
And Kevin's Barbershop. Oh,
okay.
Yeah, dude. Bulldog's about to have some crawfish coming, y'all. So be aware. We'll keep y'all updated with how much they have, what the costs are, and when we're going out there, because we're about to do a show out there pretty soon, actually, too. And shout out to Cotton. Cotton's also in the hospital right now. He's doing a little bit better, so we hope to see you soon, buddy. Now let's get back to it, man. What gets you crazy enough to hop into that damn octagon?
Who knows, man? I don't even there's no part of it that I look at that it's like it's crazy or it's out of this world. You know, I just grew up. My dad was really big into boxing. Grew up watching boxing my whole life, watching Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Ricky Hatton was really big when we were younger. Just guys like that, watching boxing forever. And then once MMA came around, it was just kind of like the next step. And then, I don't know, to me it's just like a second nature kind of thing. It's just something I always knew I was going to do.
So would you say your best part of your game was your stand-up to start off?
I probably thought it was. But, you know, if you watch my first couple fights, I go out there and get punched in the face, and then I shoot a double leg. So probably not. Watching boxing, I thought I was a decent boxer. And then, you know, whenever I first started training, a lot more of it was based on the ground, you know, working submissions, working BJJ. And so that came more second nature to me than I realized. And in my earlier fights, I would get tagged, panic, take them down, and then work.
So what's going through your mind whenever you get really tagged and rocked? Is it just like your vision goes blurry a little bit?
Dude, it's almost like you don't even know that you're like you try to hide it so hard that like you just forget about it. It's like, all right, next. You just keep your hands up, tuck your chin, act like you didn't get touched. Because the last thing you want is for a guy to see in your eyes, oh, I hurt him. Yeah. You know, and then they're gonna put it on you.
I feel like it's more I feel like it's harder to do with body shots to act like you're not hurt.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, because that's you know, the first reaction, you get tagged in the body, you really feel it.
Who was it that used to go straight for the body to people? Oh, I remember Kobe Covington did that to T. Wood.
Yeah. I think he broke his rib. I think that's how it ended.
See, dude, I love Kobe, but he has to stop talking bad about Dustin.
Yeah, he annoys the shit out of me.
Dude, you see, I think it's crazy how he went from, all right, you're 15-1, but your fights aren't more entertaining. They're not entertaining enough for us to sign you again. And that's whenever he goes, Brazil, you're a dump.
Yeah.
And he could have went about it a different way than trashing, was it American Top Team?
Yeah, that's where him and Dustin and
yeah.
Masvidal are training. He kind of went back on a lot of guys that he was close to.
Yeah, I think that's the only problem. Like, if Dustin fought Kobe, obviously I'd go for Dustin. I'd go for Dustin over anybody. Maybe I'd go for Dustin over DC. If that fight would never happen. But, I mean, I love DC too, man.
I've never seen DC in Lafayette, so.
But I think – oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I think that Kobe won that first fight. Well, no, not the first fight. The second fight. I think Kobe won the second fight.
Really?
I think the stoppage in the first fight was early.
I think the first fight was closer than the second fight was, obviously, until the stoppage. I don't know. The stoppage could have gone either way. That's hard for me to, like, get on refs because I've never, like, if I'm watching a fight, I know what it feels like to be in there. So in my head, fighter safety's on the line.
Yeah.
So I see guys get dropped, and I'm like, all right, stop it there. Because that's just, I know that I would want a ref to look out for me. Or even, I would never want to hurt somebody, life-changing damage to someone in a fight. So I would want a ref to stop, one of my fights if I had really hurt somebody. But also it's fighting, That's what we sign up for, so.
You see, my favorite fighter of all time was Lyoto Machida.
Yeah, is it the last Dragon? Is that his nickname?
Just the
Dragon? Yeah, something like that.
Just the Dragon. And I watched the Ultimate Fighter a few times, like some of the recaps. I didn't realize how many of those guys are now right there that we're watching all the time.
Yeah.
But so what would you say is the hardest thing about training? What's the hardest thing whenever you have a fight coming up? So you have 6 weeks to prepare?
Yeah, give or take. Some guys will let you know a little bit earlier. Some promotions will give it to you a little less. But yeah, 6 to 8 weeks, depending on who you're fighting for. Really the hardest thing, man, is like managing outside of training. Mm-hmm. I have no problem going to the gym every day. I enjoy practice. I hate practice, actually.
Yeah.
But I've
never heard somebody say they like practice.
I enjoy, like, the escape from, like, regular work. Because I could easily have a shitty job that I absolutely despise going to. And so whenever I hear, like, hey, you can spend an hour to 2 hours in the gym doing a sport that you love, and for those 2 hours, nothing else matters. So to me, going to the gym and getting away from, like, the regularness that you deal with all day is, the easy part. The hard part is the weight cut and, managing crap outside of the gym that you can't control.
And Eric's a cool guy too, man.
Yeah, I've been with Eric since my first practice ever.
I'll never forget Abram. Whenever Abram was on the show, he goes, how about this, Scott? How about you come to Gladiator? And if you don't show up Wednesday, 6:30, I get to call you a pussy. So I called Cotton and I said, bruh, get the video camera ready. Get the Canon ready. He goes, what we doing? I said, we're going to Gladiators at 6:30.
Yeah, you can't miss, bro. You got to.
He goes, all right, cool. I said, Cotton, this is one of those times where as a friend you say, Scott, this is a horrible idea. Because I thought I was going into some intermediate class and not training with the guys really like y'all. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, whew, that was tiring. Jumping rope for 15 minutes to start off.
Oh, yeah, out the gate.
Damn, son.
That's just a warm-up.
It's a good thing I wasn't one of the fighters because I could actually go get water whenever I wanted to.
For real.
Oh, bro, that was an eye-opener with what y'all do. But, so your fights, how many fights have you had right now?
7.
And what's your record right now?
4-3.
4-3. So, what do y'all usually fight out of? I know Biloxi sometimes.
Yeah, so I fought in Lafayette twice. I fought in is Cypress Bayou in Baldwin?
Yeah.
I fought there. I fought at the Paragon, which is in Marksville. I fought in New Orleans. Maybe in Baton Rouge. My last fight was in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I think that might be it.
How many have gone to decision?
Never.
Never?
Not my thing.
Nice. It's the hair, man. It's the power of the fucking hair.
Yeah, decision's not my thing.
So what's your take on the UFC fighters fighting Jake Paul?
I don't know. At first, I looked at it as like Jake Paul's kind of not disrespecting the sport, but I looked at it as like, okay, I know guys. I mean, I am one of those guys that's fighting for a lot less than he's making with a lot more risk. Whereas like I've dropped out of school, I work a regular job. You know, if the fighting thing doesn't go my way, then I'm stuck where I'm at. Whereas Jake Paul goes out there and boxes, gets knocked out cold, doesn't really matter. Mm-hmm. So I think that's screwed, but I also respect it. Like, all right, he built his brand, put himself in the position he's in order that boxing, win or lose, doesn't really change his stance. So I respect that. And then guys like Woodley taking it, I mean, you'd be dumb not to.
I think the dumbest thing I've heard, though, is Logan Paul trying to get in the ring with Tyson.
Yeah. No, I mean, he don't want to do that. But like I said, at the end of the day, he gets his ass whipped.
Tyson, though. You know how much money you have to pay me to get in the ring with Tyson right now?
Oh, a lot.
I'd say 15 mil. And that's solely based on the premise that you can only take headshots.
Yeah.
Because my head's already taking a beating from football. I can do that, no body shots.
Yeah. No, you'd have to pay me for sure.
And medical expenses included.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can have $50 million in medicals after that one alone.
Like, damn, boy. At 55 years old, man, that dude hitting the pads.
Yeah.
And you know he goes into the ring high.
Yeah, and I mean, he's got so much. He's done it so many times, it's almost just second nature. Bell rings and he's in.
Bro, his close-up, man, you can't get away from him.
Yeah.
If 6'6" guys like Evander Holyfield couldn't get away from that man. And Roy Jones Jr., I never forget Stephen A was saying, don't take the fight, Roy.
Yeah, that was fun to watch, man. Just because, I mean, obviously I don't want that to become a thing that old guys are doing it again. And I don't know if they needed money or what, or if they just did it. But it was cool that I had never been able to watch Mike Tyson fight live. And so now, like, I'll be able to say it. Because my dad, growing up, they used to go to the Cajun Dome, and they would put, like, any big boxing matches, they would put them on a big-ass projector and lay out, like, metal chairs like they do at the fights live. So it looks like you're sitting ringside in the Cajun Dome, and they got the fight up on a projector. So my dad would talk about being a kid. His dad would take him to watch Mike Tyson, which is, I thought that was badass. And I never really got to, see him live until then.
So if I were in the ring with you, in the octagon with you, what would be your strategy against me?
Dude, I go in there with the same mindset every time. Especially my body type. I'm a shorter guy, shorter than you, shorter than everybody I fought, I think. I'm going to go in there, put my forehead in your chest, back you up against the fence, and we'll throw.
Then you shoot the double leg.
If I get punched in the face, I will panic. I will shoot the double leg every time.
You ever submitted somebody yet?
Yeah. All of my wins are by submission except for one.
Oh, shit. All right, so you're like a little Olivero.
Yeah, trying, man. Something like that.
What's your favorite? Arm bar, guillotine? Or?
Guillotine. I guillotine everybody. Yeah, everybody except for Abram. Abe's so legit on the ground, man. It's tough to submit Abram.
Well, Abram's just a workhorse, man.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about earlier, this is the toughest son of a bitch I've ever met in my life.
Abe's a stud, man.
And I mean, dude, you're going to have to do a hell of a lot to knock that motherfucker out.
Oh, yeah. He fought a guy named Logan Spire at the Hyman Center. I don't even remember. I might have fought that night on the undercard. I really don't remember. But Abe and Logan went all 3 rounds. And it was, like, to this day, you can ask anybody that was there. That was the best amateur fight anybody's ever seen. Like, they went all 3, just slugged it out.
Not too much ground game there?
No. You can go back. I'm pretty sure you can find it on YouTube, probably Abe Sellers versus Logan Spire. Great fight.
That's like Max Holloway, and who was it that stood in the middle of the ring?
I want to say that was Ricardo Lamas. That's who that was.
Yeah, whenever he's like, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
And he started swinging haymakers.
Yeah, Max was beating his ass, too. He did not have to go out there and, risk it in the last 10 seconds. But, yeah. Yeah, that's how Abram and Logan looked all 3 rounds straight, just throwing.
Bro, that's tiring, too, man.
What?
So you say now keep in mind, if you're going to put your head in my chest, there's a lot of hair there, all right?
I got a lot of hair up here.
Hey, so it might add some weight.
Yeah.
It might add to your line right here, brother. Might add to that line right there. So other than that, man, so your fight coming up is going to be delayed?
Yeah, so, and that's kind of the first time I've talked about it, but
I'll take it out.
No, I don't care. I mean, people got to find out. I'm just lazy and haven't told people. But I am having some kind of GI problem. I've had ultrasound, x-ray, all kinds of stuff. Today was my ultrasound. I'm waiting on a phone call, so they might call in a minute. Maybe I'll have an answer for y'all as to why. but they're thinking gallbladder. So
Sorry, you're still one of the GOATs in my opinion, buddy.
yeah, I appreciate it.
Still part of the JSP door guys.
That's it.
Dude, that's so awesome, dude. Your Instagram that they had.
Yeah.
That was the funniest shit in the world.
That was
You,
funny,
Alex. Who am I missing, man? You, Alex.
Brennan. Cole. We had a couple of us on there.
I went there the other day. So I went there, dude, downtown the past. I went there 2 nights in a row, bro. All right, looking. I don't go downtown.
Yeah.
We get to JSP for Halloween night. Well, it's packed. And we already went in and get wristbands and all that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know one of the door guys. And I walk in and the line's backed up to Nighttown. Well, one of the guys recognized me. He's like, oh, no, him? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He comes in.
Hell yeah.
Hey, so JSP, that's my spot. If you ever see me downtown, I'm going to Jefferson Street Pub.
Yeah.
But, man, I miss seeing the mullet there, bro.
No, dude, if I'm not working, I'm not going out.
Dude,
I'm over downtown, over
I'm the
all of it.
same way, dude. Whenever I'm not working, I like to be at home.
Mm-hmm.
I like to be at home, chilled back with my dog. I just took up Madden 22. I
Yeah.
might start a Twitch account.
Might as well, dude. Do something.
I don't know what – do people watch Twitch?
I don't, but the last thing I've ever owned was a PlayStation 2. So
Dude, that was the shit.
yeah.
The best game system ever, though, was the Nintendo 64.
See, I was born in '99, so I'm like too old for the Nintendo, like too young to get on everything that's out now.
Yeah.
So gaming's just not my thing.
See, I was born in 95. So the first one I had was a Nintendo 64 and a PlayStation 1.
Oh,
the
yeah.
PlayStation 1 had a game called Tarzan. And Tarzan, dude, there's one level. To this day, I might just look up a PlayStation 1 in that fucking game
Yeah.
and say, you know what? I got to beat this damn game.
Yeah.
You got to beat it. All right, so tell me what's your favorite movie, bro?
That's a solid question. It's either the first Rocky or Godfather.
All right. This guy, you know what? You know what? You want to be my first son's Godfather?
Yeah, let's do it.
Not 9 times.
I'll do it right now.
I got Rocky, every single Rocky movie. Now, Rocky 1, I like Rocky 2, man, because ending. Rocky 4,
Yeah,
Even-
Rocky 4 is a
even though, you know, Apollo Creed, and that's my dog's name, so every time that part comes on now,
Yeah.
and I have my dog right there, I have to fast forward it.
of course.
But I think Rocky 4 is just, between him and Dolph Lundgren, dude, that was just, and it had a political message too, so I, mean,
Yeah.
I guess that's why I like.
Hey, he ended the Cold War.
Yeah, Rocky won the Cold War, baby. Oh, God, I've been saying that for El Pablito, man.
Yeah,
this
that's
kid's
awesome.
coming in swinging already.
Yeah.
Apollo Creed. All right, so Rocky 1 between Godfather. I'd rather Godfather 1 over
Over
Godfather.
2. Yeah.
It's hard to make that pick. It really is. But 2 has so many moving parts.
Yeah, and I'm one of the few that likes Godfather 3. A lot of people hate on it. I think it's undeserved. I like Godfather 3. Obviously, it's not as good as 1 or 2, but I think it's a great movie.
See, my favorite mob movie of all time has to be Goodfellas.
Yeah. I've seen every mob movie. I've seen every movie. I love movies. But Sopranos, I've watched a million times. Casino, Goodfellas, all the Godfathers. I'm big into Italian mob movies. I love that.
What about The Departed?
Yeah, great movie.
Yeah, that was a good one too, man. Hell, what was it? What's another one you have to check out? Oh, here's one you don't watch. Don't watch The Many Saints of Newark.
The Sopranos.
Don't watch it.
I know. I've seen different reviews, so I didn't watch it yet.
Dude.
I don't want it to mess up The Sopranos because I love The Sopranos.
So you know Michael Franzese?
Yeah.
You ever watch his movie reviews?
Yeah.
He said that was his worst critique of a movie.
Jesus.
Oh, dude, yeah. It had more of a social justice message to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. I can't risk messing up The Sopranos for myself.
No, don't watch it, man. Given you get to see Chris Maltasano's dad
Yeah.
in it, and you get to see what happened to him and who's behind it, which I'll tell you off screen, or I could just add a big old spoiler alert. But I don't know. You want to know?
I don't know. Do I?
Yeah, because I wouldn't recommend watching it.
All right, go ahead.
Spoiler alert is in what is it? Effect. Yeah. So Junior was the one who whacked Chris's dad because he
Oh,
laughed
damn.
at him. Yeah.
Yeah, Corrado Soprano, Uncle June.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Who's your worst? Who's the character you hated the most in The Sopranos?
Janice, Tony's sister, or whenever I first watched it, I hated Ralphie Cifaretto.
Mm-hmm.
But after going back, he's hilarious.
He is.
Like whenever he's quoting Gladiator and swinging the chain around and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah, probably Janice, just because she's so annoying. Or Tony's mom. I hated Tony's mom.
Janice or Tony's mom. Or then I didn't like, man, I liked, but I didn't like Richie. Or no, crap, who is it, man? Junior.
Uncle June?
No, not Uncle Junior, but Frankie Junior.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Frankie Junior just seemed to not get his head out of his ass.
Yeah.
Rocky 1.
Yeah, I like Rocky 1. I think maybe I'll like Rocky 4 whenever I got Rocky 4 money. How Rocky was doing in that movie, then I'll like that one. But I think right now I'm living Rocky 1, so it's a little more relatable.
All right. It's funny how Rocky can pretty much sum up what a lot of people feel in the come up in sports.
Oh, 100%.
I find. See, nowadays, I don't like underdog stories anymore.
Yeah.
See, nowadays I'm the person, I like watching Mr. T in Rocky 3.
Yeah.
I like watching the first fight and I like that mindset to where you just want to fucking beat the hell out of somebody. You know, I don't like underdog stories for the simple fact that I don't want to just win. It don't matter what it is, like a game of checkers or chess, football, basketball. I want to beat you and take your soul.
Yeah.
And then eat it.
I feel that.
And gain your wisdom.
Yeah.
You ever saw The League?
Yeah.
You remember Rafi from The
Yeah.
League? He's like, I'm going to find this bear. I'm going to trap it. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to eat its heart and I'm going to gain its wisdom.
I ain't watched that in a minute.
Taco in The League, bro. Taco in The League, he was the same guy that had that song, Show Me Your Genitals. Your genitals.
Yeah.
Dude.
I forgot about that, dude.
Dude.
I might have to watch that tonight.
What, The League?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Hulu now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That and Workaholics.
Take my roommate's Hulu.
So where y'all living at now?
I
you
said,
ain't got to diverge that information.
well, somebody already leaked it on Twitter. A guy lives in my complex. I stay at Bayou Shadows.
All right. I haven't been there in a while, man.
Yeah, I only got a month and a half left of my lease, so if you're planning on stalking me, you got 6 more weeks.
Get some binoculars, yeah.
Yeah. One guy does know because he lives in the building across from me.
Oh, and he put it on Twitter?
He didn't say what number, but he tweeted one time. He was like, "Did I just see you at Bayou Shadows?" And yes, he did.
See, man, I got rid of my Twitter, then added it again.
Yeah.
Don't really use it that much.
Really?
No.
I like Twitter. I like whenever I can talk back to people that I don't know, and I have a lot of followers from around the world, and I think that's cool.
Do you talk shit to any of the fighters beforehand on Twitter?
No, I don't even get their names half the time. I don't care.
Really?
No.
So when do you know who you're fighting?
They'll tell me their name, but a lot of times I'll only look up like on YouTube to see if they have some fights that I can maybe watch. But I really I like to look at it as more you got to worry about what I'm gonna do, as opposed to me sitting here and trying to figure out what they're gonna do.
So you come guns blazing, bro.
Yeah, like I'm gonna do my thing regardless.
Now, do you have to build up? Is your fight style more straight to the point, fast paced? Or are you trying to conserve a little bit?
No, I mean I've never gone to a decision. I don't think I've ever taken a step backwards, and it's definitely cost me fights before, where I'm really overzealous and I get caught. But no, I'm coming forward.
What do you mean by it's cautious? So you just like make one small mistake in terms of what would you consider? Would it be going for a double leg in a time where you got rocked, or would it be
I fought a guy that I'd already beat, named Ghazi Khan. Went out there, took him down, beat on him.
Geyser Khan?
Ghazi Khan. Yeah, he's actually very nice.
That sounds like a badass name.
Yeah, he's cool. I like Ghazi. And we're 1-1. I don't know if he even still fights, but if he is, I'll fight him again.
He wants to run it back.
Yeah. No, it was a long that was in like 2018, I think. But no, the second time we fought, I took him down, beat on him. And in my head, I'm just like, all right, I'm winning this fight. Keep doing the same thing. And you can only sit there and beat on a guy for so long until he thinks it's something he threw. I came down with the right hand. He was on his back. He caught it, held it to his chest, threw up an armbar, and submitted me. against a guy that I'd beaten like a minute and a half the first time we fought. But it's just like I was so focused on smash that it gets me out of there.
So you said earlier that you think Francis could lose to
Cyril Gahn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cyril, I think Cyril's more technical, but we obviously all know that Francis touches somebody, they usually die. So.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen somebody with as much power, but I knew they were sparring partners.
Yeah, I think they used to be teammates.
But the thing about the thing I explained to people about the heavyweight division in the UFC is that there's a reason that somebody's not a long-term champion is because that is the epitome of one punch, you're out.
Yeah. No, heavyweights, I mean, anybody can put anybody. I mean, any fight, anybody can put anybody out. But whenever you're slinging 240 pounds into somebody, and some of those guys that we saw, Justin Taffa miss weight last week, came in at 267, I think, or 266.
Over the limit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, like, whenever you're talking about guys that weighing 260 plus, throwing hammers into each other, you know, it's not crazy to see a guy that it might be way worse technically put somebody out.
Who wins in the fight? Dustin? Oh, we're going to say Dustin. We're too biased.
Yeah, I got Dustin.
I got Dustin no matter what, yeah. Let's see. Who wins, Kobe or Michael Chandler? It's weight class below, but Kobe was talking about coming down.
Chandler?
Yeah,
I think so. I think he has an answer to the wrestling, and I think he's got a lot more power than Kobe could deal with.
But we haven't seen Kobe utilize his wrestling as much, and he was an All-American.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, if he wants to not use the wrestling against Michael Chandler, I think that's a bad move, too. If he's going to stand there and throw with him, I don't think he can stand there and bang like Gaethje did with Chandler.
Yeah. Gaethje's just a brawler, though, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Usman, dude, all right, Hazmat, Camacho.
Yeah, that dude's for real.
Dude.
I want to see him. I mean, he beat GM3, Gerald Mearshard or something. I don't know how to say his last name. But GM3 is on a streak since he lost to Hamzat, so he's legit. Hamzat's just that good.
Dude, he picks people up.
Yeah, he's scary.
And he's huge, man.
Yeah.
He's huge. He almost looks like a Khabib 2.0.
Yeah, they're saying he could fight it all the way at 85 and 155, anywhere in between.
And what's he at right now, 170?
Yeah, that's what his last fight was at, I think. But I think he's fought at both at 70 and 85.
I think his best bet, I think he's the only one to take down Usman.
Yeah, I mean, I'd watch it for sure. But who knows? Usman's scary.
Man, it's like he kept advancing. But I still think I want to see Kobe and him running back one more time.
Oh, I'd watch him and Colby fight 10 times. Just because there's, I think Colby's as close as you can get to beating him for sure.
I think they didn't score. We're going back to the Kobe Usman too, but they didn't score those 2 takedowns he had.
Yeah. I don't know. The fight was close. I don't even remember what the scorecard showed. I watched it at work, so it was tough. But that's one I'd have to go back and look at.
Because I know if he didn't get knocked down, if he would have got knocked down one time compared to twice, I think the fight gets called in Kobe's favor.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't even be able to make like a reasonable analysis just because I didn't pay that much attention.
All right, let's see. Gumbo or crawfish?
Crawfish.
All right. Seafood gumbo, regular gumbo?
Regular. Chicken and sausage.
Really?
Depends from where. Like who made it.
See, we used to have a neighbor back in my old neighborhood that every Halloween he'd make a duck, squirrel, and deer gumbo. Ball.
Yeah, that sounds intense.
Ball.
My mom would put shrimp in her chicken and sausage. So that's like a tough one because my mom kind of just does it all.
All right. Now, do you like yours to have some onions in it?
Yeah, for sure.
Can't do it, man.
Really?
Mm-mm.
It's like you strain it out?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'd rather you strain it out than make it without onions.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You strain it out.
Yeah.
I just, dude, something about I didn't realize how much texture actually played a part in the food that you like.
Mm-hmm.
See, I can eat blooming onions all day.
Yeah?
Yeah, that or onion rings, for sure. But if it's like slithery in a gumbo.
Yeah. No, I get that.
It's just, oh, boy, you know.
I mean, I'm not like, I don't know, I think I'm pretty indifferent towards it, but I feel like they play such a big role in flavor that like I just ignore how they feel.
So tell me about something Cody Verret likes to do in his free time.
Watch movies. I mean, like we said, like
Yeah, you watch it. You're a movie buff.
Yeah, I'll go to. Ideally, my ideal day, I don't work on Mondays, so I'll wake up at a decent time, go work out, go home, watch a movie, go work out again at night, and then go home and watch another movie.
So you work out 6 or 7 days a week.
7.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Yeah. You see, one of those days, I'd be at Corner Bar.
Yeah.
Maybe twice.
I'd much rather go to Corner Bar than downtown for sure.
Oh,
I love
dude.
Corner Bar.
Easily, Corner Bar in Youngsville is my spot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. I don't know. I got another movie question for you. You like the Jaws movies?
Come on.
I got 2 sharks on me.
Yeah.
Didn't some kid call that a dragon?
Yeah, that was Tarek's son.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tayo was like, "Why do you have a dragon on your leg?" I said, "Well."
I got 2 of them tattooed on me. Yeah, love my sharks, man.
Yeah.
I was in marine biology before my
Really?
first major. Yeah. So the Jaws movies, rank them in your top.
I've only seen 1 and 2.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm going 1. I mean, I love it.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
Quint makes, dude, his, whenever he give that speech, underneath they were telling stories, and he talks about the USS Indianapolis.
Yeah.
You know about that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, delivering the atomic bomb. Well, my dad's best friend, his uncle, was one of the guys on the Indianapolis.
Oh, damn.
And he came out alive out of that thing.
Yeah, that's wild.
For those of y'all who don't know about the USS Indianapolis, it was the naval carrier carrying the atomic bomb for Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And a Japanese submarine hit it underneath, sunk the boat. 1,200 men went into the water, and I believe 300 to 400 came out alive. They said the sharks just started picking them off.
That's
Big
crazy.
bit. Yeah, dude. What's your biggest fear? Would you rather go out in drowning or in the fire? That's a horrible question, dude. That's a horrible question.
I think drowning would be less painful.
Yeah. Let me rephrase that. What's your biggest fear? Cody Verret fears no man.
There you go. Stop there. No, 2 biggest fear. Like, it's got to be like a mortal, like.
I'd say.
Because I have things that, like, I go to bed and I'm like, all right, this needs to happen in my life. You know what I mean? Like, not achieving the things I want to achieve definitely scares me.
Well, I think that scares everybody.
Yeah.
I think not finding out your true, well, not living up to your full potential, or having other people's eyes on you, thinking that everybody's watching you. Well, here's the biggest thing with that. See, I find now in life, I used to think that whenever I walked into a room, which now I walk differently, man. You know, I found myself, I became way more confident than I used to be.
Yeah.
Whenever you think everybody's looking at you, it puts a lot more pressure, especially in the fighting game for you. You know, you're stepping into a ring in front of a bunch of other people. In all reality, you're going to have judgment based on, you're probably thinking to yourself, all right, what happens if I get knocked out or I lose the fight? People are going to be like, oh, shit. Well, this and that about this person.
Yeah.
In all reality, those people's opinions never mattered because, one, they never stepped into that ring, nor do 99.9% of them have the balls to even step into that ring. So that's why I've always said, if you get inside of a boxing ring, an octagon, or any sport, you have the balls to do it. Nobody else can tell you shit.
Yeah.
Now, how hard you work at it before you get to that position, that's going to determine the outcome. But in your sport, sometimes things don't go your way.
Yeah, it's one of the fighting's one of the few things where the best man doesn't always win.
That's exactly right. Because somebody can get one. It's a fighter's puncher's chance.
Yeah, exactly. It's weird,
Every
man. It's
time.
crazy like tonight, Saints are playing. Everybody's on COVID list. Literally everybody. We have like 48 players suiting up, maybe 47.
I'm a Bears fan.
Oh, I don't want to hear it.
I love my Saints, but I love my Bears.
But I mean, you look at it, Dolphins are doing pretty hot right now. Odds are Dolphins are going to win, and more often than not in football, a good team's beating a bad team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but then you could watch a fight, and we saw Matt Serra TKO GSP. You know, no one could have ever predicted that. Obviously, GSP's levels ahead of Matt Serra ever would have been, but everybody's got that one.
My favorite fight in the UFC of all time was Sean Shirk versus Kenny Florian.
Yeah, wild fight.
Bloodiest fight
Yeah,
I've ever seen in my life.
the land shark.
Yeah.
Sean Shirk was a monster.
Dude, one punch power, baby.
Yeah,
And he was a stocky fella, man.
yeah. He was a freak.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, back to the biggest fear. So, I mean, living up to potential, yeah, that's one thing. And, at my age, I'm 26. I took a jump into this. It's taken off in the ways that I'm loving, but there's still always that thing, all right, how much can it keep building? What can we do differently? What if we don't reach certain goals, but you can think like that the entire time, be putting it off? Because you have that thought in the back of your mind where you have to go back and say, all right, well, we got to scratch this video because we didn't do it right.
Yeah,
I'm at the mindset, I'm posting it, and I'll go back, review it, and then take notes and say, fuck it. Fix it up later. Now, do I need to I got some crazy ideas coming up, though.
yeah.
Yeah, crazier than y'all getting me to go into y'all fucking gym and go
Yeah.
work out with y'all.
Hell yeah.
But I'm talking about more terms of mythological shit, all right? Horror movies. That's what I want to ask you. All right, have you seen the new Halloween?
No, I didn't watch it.
Oh,
Really?
dude. Oh, I have it. I've
Yeah.
watched it 4 times.
Damn. Yeah. Like as far as horror movies, I'm more like I've seen The Shining, like all like the classic ones, but I'm not really I don't keep up with like the newest Conjuring, newest whatever.
I don't keep up with those. I
Yeah.
like the traditional slasher films.
Yeah.
Like Michael Myers is my favorite horror movie villain of all time.
Yeah.
Now, if you had, so say you're in a tag team matchup, all right? And on the opposite side, you have Pennywise the Clown and Jason Voorhees on the team. And you get to pick to be one horror movie monster that you can transform into and a teammate. Who you picking?
All right.
Yeah, Pennywise and Jason versus you as a horror movie character and a teammate.
I'm being I don't even know what the Scream would be.
Ghostface?
Ghostface.
But Ghostface is mortal.
I still got a big ass knife.
Yeah, but he's mortal. You're fighting 2 immortals.
Okay, well, I mean, if that's the case, then I'm taking. All right, yeah. I'm taking Michael Myers with me. I'm not gonna be him. And I would be Freddy Krueger.
All right. I'll do you one better. I'm going to be the Predator.
All right. Didn't know the Predator counted as a horror movie. I would.
And I'm going to get the alien.
Yeah, I was about to say I would take Alien. If I'm Predator, I'm taking Alien.
Yeah, dude.
Or I would just be Jesse Ventura on Predator.
Oh, but Jesse Ventura got lit up.
Yeah, but he was a badass.
He was a badass, but he didn't survive. Might as well be
None
Dutch.
of them did.
Well, Dutch did.
Really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The new Predator movie was pretty good too, man.
Really?
The Ultimate Predator. Yeah. It's like they have I'm not big into comics or any of that shit, man, but I was looking it up. They actually had a comic book of Batman versus it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, dude. Like they have all kinds of comic books related to that. But the Predators are called the Yacht. I don't even know how to pronounce it. But it's like the Ultimate Predator's just like the big ass. He's like 11 feet compared to the regular 7-foot one.
Damn.
I don't know, man. I guess a big fear would be to be in a room full of xenomorphs. And have the little spider, the face huggers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate spiders.
So do I, dude.
I hate spiders.
I fucking hate those 8-legged little freaks, those
Yeah.
bastards. You know they say we swallow 7 of them in our lifetime?
Yeah, I've read that. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I would know. I'm a light sleeper. Like, I wake up from anything.
See, I don't sleep a lot, man.
Yeah.
But if I do, if I go to sleep and you wake me up in a bad way,
Yeah.
all hell is breaking loose.
Yeah. Sleep. There's a podcast. It was Matthew Weller on Joe Rogan. I think that's his name. He's like a some kind of brain doctor.
Neurosciences?
Yeah, something like that. And he was talking about the importance of sleep. And so that's like a big reason that I'm really just tired of working downtown. Is because like he kind of talks about how important sleep is for athletic impact and how big it is on real athletes. And then Cheeto Vera, who I'm a big fan of, that's the guy that beat Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
He kicked him in the leg. I love Cheeto, and he went on and talked about it too. Just, after listening to that, how much more sleep he's been getting and all the benefits he's been seeing from it.
See, dude, I only sleep. And this is a horrible, horrible thing, man. But in all reality, dude, I maybe sleep, if I had to average out daily, 2-3 hours a night.
Yeah.
Because it's like once I start like a podcast with somebody, once I start it, I'm sitting down all night. I have my headphones in. I'll put something on the TV, and I'll just take notes. Because once I start it, I want to finish it, I'm trying to pump it out, and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Once you become obsessed with something, like this is my obsession now. Kind of like you with MMA.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, 7 days a week going into the gym, that's some fucking dedication, son.
Yeah. And, 7 days is tough, but I try to, I'll mix it up. Some days I'll go to VC, my old high school, and I'll do stadium work. Or some days I'll go to Reds, I'll get in the pool. I try to keep it as different as I can. That way, going to the gym every day and just getting punched will burn you out for sure.
So do y'all actually go sometimes full speed in the gym?
Yeah, I mean, there's days where we really let it go.
You ever get pissed off at somebody?
Yeah, all the time. Tarek and Abram, all the time.
Oh, yeah, they go at it?
Yeah, so I just turned 22. Tarek and Abram are probably 26 or 27.
Yeah, 26. I think Tyreek's a few months older than me.
Yeah. So even whenever, we all three first kind of started at the same time, I was 15, maybe 16, just turning 16. So they were already, 20, 21 years old, 22 years old, grown, beating the hell out of me. And it's always just kind of been as they progress, I'm progressing a little bit behind them. They turn pro before, hopefully I'm turning pro sometime this year. And they're doing all these things just a year or so ahead of me. So I'm always just following whatever they do. The example that they said, all right, Tarek does this in the gym, I'm doing that in the gym. Abram does that, I'm doing that. Toughest round I can find, Abram or Tarek needs a partner, I'm going with them. So they're beating the hell out of me all the time, and I'm getting always pissed.
So have you ever got one of them down, though?
Yeah, I mean, we've gone so many rounds that I've caught both of them a handful of times in our time training, but they definitely caught me a lot more.
I saw Eric win a fight. The Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys versus Cajuns. Yeah. Abram was supposed to fight on that, but his guy just didn't show up, I think. Something like that.
So y'all went undefeated.
Yeah, I didn't go. It's really private.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta it's invite only, and then I think each guy maybe had 2 cornermen.
Really?
Yeah, and it was all the way in Dallas. So
damn, that I heard it was very, very private.
Yeah, it's I don't really know who puts it on. I know Dustin sponsors it, but I don't know if he's even really involved with it. I'm not completely positive, but I know it's kind of a big baller event. I think it's guys only, all these different maybe business owners or something, or lawyer or something like that, and they pay however much a ticket to go and watch some Louisiana guys fight some Texas guys. They need to do it in Louisiana. I think the last 2 have been in Texas. I think those Texas boys need to come over here and catch some ass whippings.
Dustin needs to come on here so I could put his hot sauce as a sponsor, man.
Yeah, for real.
Because, dude, his hot sauce is fire. That's the only free sponsorship I'll give.
Yeah.
His hot sauce is fire, bro.
Yeah, his hot sauce is good, man. I like it.
So, Dustin, look, bro. Come sit down in the chair, and we'll talk about some hot sauce. Look, now, on a steak, I haven't tried it on a steak now. See, my steak, I like my A1.
Yeah, dude, the way I see a good steak don't need sauce.
Dude, I hear that all the time, man. But look, A1 goes great on anything. And the way I cook my steak, dude, I put wine marinated in the skillet.
Yeah.
I crush some garlic, dude. Put it 2 minutes on each side on the stove, 6 minutes in the oven. Comes out phenomenal.
Yeah.
Put a piece of butter on it, too, while it's in the oven, too.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, I season all my food myself.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody seasoning my food for me. But it comes out fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I love steaks, man. I just ate at Cafe Vermilionville for my birthday. That's probably my favorite steak I've ever eaten anywhere. I've only had it twice. I get the ribeye, and dude, it's unbelievable.
I've never been to Cafe Vermilionville.
It's by far my favorite restaurant.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
See, I used to work at Randall's.
Okay.
Too. Randall's just closed down.
I was about to say, I thought I saw that.
Yeah.
I've never been there.
Now, let me tell you, you probably know this being from Vermilion Parish. I think the best little crawfish joint there is Big John's in Erath.
Big John's is good. I like, my dad's parents owned a restaurant in Kaplan, the whole time my dad, a seafood restaurant. So,
what was it called?
it was called The Homestead. They closed before I was even born. But so obviously I'd much rather just, my grandparents still catch crawfish. I'd rather catch a bunch of crawfish, my dad boil them. But I really like Richard's in Abbeville. Richard's is really good, and crawfish time. I love crawfish time.
I heard Dupuis is pretty good.
Dupuis is good. Dupuis, they got a good steak too.
Is more high end?
Yeah. Yeah, I like Dupuis though. Dupuis is nice. Abbeville's got a lot of good food spots. Dupuis, El Camino's, Riverfront, Shucks.
Dude, my dad was a coach at Abbeville High.
Yeah.
Basketball, but we'd go to all the football games. So before that, we'd go eat at El Camino's every time I was a little kid because I grubbed.
Yeah, El Camino's got some good food, man. That's one of my good friends' dads that owns that.
Oh, remind me, since you like Sicilian stuff, I got to show you the car in the garage before you go.
Hell yeah.
1999, 50th anniversary, gold edition DeVille.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to see that.
Another Sicilian thing, bro. They're coming out with they're talking about coming out with a prequel to The Sopranos. Or what's it called? After The Sopranos. Never mind. I think they were coming out with a prequel series.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I don't think if they're gonna do it like they did that movie.
Yeah.
No.
I hope they get James Gandolfini. Not James. What's his son's name?
Robert?
Yeah, something like that. I hope they get him in it.
Oh yeah, he's the only one who could probably play that role.
Yeah. He looks so much like him.
They picked out a great cast.
Yeah.
Great cast. But the storyline, not just like the ending of The Sopranos, dude.
Yeah, ending's wild.
Oh, dude. Like, I literally was like every other person in America. Whenever that screen went black, I thought my TV went out.
Yeah.
My dad, whenever we were younger, he was yelling, "What the fuck?"
Oh, I bet.
He's from Chicago. You know,
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck? You know? Man, it's just a fucking awesome show. But what do you think about Breaking Bad?
I never watched all of it.
Real, dude.
Yeah, I only watched like the first season or two. The only reason I saw it is because my parents were watching it.
Dude.
Yeah, I know.
It's great.
That's what I need to get on it.
I think it's the greatest TV show that's ever been made.
Really?
It beats The Sopranos.
That's going to be tough for me. Just because I love The Sopranos. And I've seen pretty much everything except for Breaking Bad. I've seen Lost, Peaky Blinders,
Sons of Anarchy?
Sons of Anarchy. I haven't seen the, is it The Mayans? Is that like the
I haven't seen
spin-off?
Mines FC either. I mean, Mines, yeah.
MC. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either, man. But I mean, Sons of Anarchy was awesome. I loved it. It just had too much sexual stuff I didn't want to see.
Yeah, and I feel like it went on for too long.
You think so?
It kind of got drug out towards the end.
I could see that, but
I hate whenever a series does that. Like, it's a certain point, I'm like, all right, wrap it up.
They had too many bad guys
Yeah.
to play coming in, right? Now Breaking Bad just follows the entire storyline pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Sons of Anarchy did that in a sense, but it's like, you know, all right, you got the Mayans and you have the Niners and you have the Chinese and you have the IRA. It's just completely different things now. Have you heard what they talk about with the mafia nowadays?
Mm-mm.
So they had to sit down. I don't know if you saw the trailer for that. I'm going to have to show you before you go. Michael Franzese and Sammy the Bull.
Oh, damn.
You know Sammy the Bull?
Yeah.
Dude, it's called Mafia States of America. I'm going to show you the trailer. It's like $9.99 an episode. They're going to do a bundle with it. Just sit down between both of them.
Yeah, that's probably badass.
Yeah. Because, I mean, look at it this way. Michael Franzese never ratted on anybody. Sammy did because he was pissed off at Gotti.
Yeah.
Which you can understand. But, in that life, you only leave one of two ways.
Exactly.
One of two ways. They said nowadays the mafia back then, dude, they had the power. They could have shut down the entire U.S.
Yeah, they ran everything.
Labor unions, all they have to do is call a strike.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a wrap. And talking about steaks earlier, dude, you know, I was thinking my mom slow cooked like some ribs for 12 hours. And they're spicy, and I'm about to probably put like a baked potato in the oven. And then I'm going to mix up that ribs
Oh, yeah.
into that baked potato. Oh, partner.
Yeah, that'd be badass.
So what do you eat? What's your diet like for fighting?
Whenever, like once I get one booked, I eat pretty clean all the time. I don't need a whole lot of sweets outside of ice cream. I'll stop for ice cream every now and then, probably once a week. But if I know that I have a fight, I'll order through Greenheart Meals, and I'll do like 15 meals a week, and I'll get brown rice with a protein, and that's it. And I'm eating that 3 times a day. So it'll be brown rice and shrimp, brown rice and ground beef, brown rice, ground turkey, brown rice and steak, and that's pretty much it. I'll let myself get like one cheat meal a week. I'll eat like spaghetti, something like that. Like nothing crazy, but
Yeah.
cheating as far as carbs.
So after you weigh in, that's whenever you can.
Yeah, you can, but I keep my diet the same right after I weigh in until the fight. After the fight, I'll eat whatever, for like a week or so. But after my weigh-in, I'll keep eating like I was before the weight cut. I'll just go right back to, brown rice, carb up with my protein. I'll let myself have one like good, really high carb meal. Like my last fight in Mississippi, I went to a restaurant, the best Italian food I ever ate in my life, in Hattiesburg. I think it was called Mario's, and I got like a lobster ravioli. And I ate that the night before, but then the day of the fight, I went right back to, just clean. That way, I had a lot of carbs in my system, but I didn't let myself get bloated or start to feel shitty.
Yeah. And that's interesting to hear, because I knew after wrestling tournaments sometimes after we weighed in,
Yeah.
it's straight to the nachos, buddy.
Yeah, you see a lot of guys do that. And it's like, okay, you built yourself up, primed it for this one day, fueled yourself with all this clean stuff, and then after you finally make weight, you're going to blow it in a couple hours. Show up to a fight bloated, and you're fueled by pizza and crap. It's like, you kind of setting yourself up to fail.
So you think a lot of guys keep that same balance like you do?
Not on this level, I doubt. No, I'm sure a lot of them don't. I don't know. I don't talk to like guys that we're gonna fight. I really only talk to the guys in our gym.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those guys that's liking and commenting on.
Oh no, fuck no.
I hate whenever I see that crap. I'm like, dude, it's cool that y'all can get along. Like, I don't hate my opponents. I don't hate people from other gyms. But if there's a chance that we're gonna fight each other, I got enough friends.
Yeah.
And we don't need to be buddy.
I think it's more. It adds on to the animosity whenever you have two rival gyms not getting along.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it that way, yeah, it does. Sometimes we do like to see that, the Dustin approach with him and Connor, that first fight. I thought that was a real subtle approach. Oh no,
Yeah.
the second fight. I thought that was a good look. Kind of enjoyed it because you had people who loved McGregor, loved Poirier, and you see two guys who everybody loves going. And then Connor, in that third fight, pulls his shit.
Yeah.
Which is also why I began to like Jake Paul a lot, too, after he sent Dustin that
The
neck.
chain, yeah.
He goes, do you want me to snap the leg?
Yeah.
I'm like, oof.
Yeah, that's funny.
Dude, that's brutal, man. That's brutal.
I've never met him, but Dustin met both of the brothers. He said they're cool. I think Dustin kind of talked to Logan a little bit more. Said, they're both really nice.
See, I like Jake a lot more than I like Logan.
I don't know either of them.
Oh, I never met either one of them either, but I like Jake in the sense because he voted for Trump.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, and you see, me, I'm political, man.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, don't worry, I ain't getting you involved in that mess.
No, I don't care either. It's just like the way I see it is, and like I think there should be people on both sides that are loud about it, because somebody's got to be the voice of either end to get us in the middle. You know what I mean? Like, we'll never reach an agreement that unites everybody if there isn't somebody fighting for both sides.
Well, that's the thing about it nowadays, though. So we had a little talk the other day. Austin Lenklow, who works with me,
Yeah.
Austin came on the show.
Okay.
And me and him were talking. And I'm like, I can meet people in the left. I can meet them in the middle on a lot of things. But they have to stop going so far left to where I can't meet you in the middle.
Yeah, I feel that.
And that's where the political climate's changed to where you have people like me who could be more of a, progressive type of Republican in a sense, to where I don't give a shit about abortion. It's not my job. That's what I mean by progressive. I'm not progressive in terms of a lot of things, dude.
Yeah.
But letting a woman choose, even though I disagree with it and all that crap, stuff like that, I don't give a fuck. It's not my job. I'm talking about policy here.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in building up the military. I believe in stuff like that. I don't believe in giving people free stuff.
Yeah.
That's just my take. But people socially, like our generation, dude, our generation has been so fucking weak, dude. We've been
I agree.
conditioned to like a participation trophy. Let's see, every kid gets picked for a team. Let's say the transfer portal in college football, which now I look at, I agree with, because you know what, this is a kid's future. Let him choose. If he's not starting at a certain place, all right, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
I believe in earn it. Back in when we were playing, you earn your spot. But if you're talking about being a draft pick, you have to do what's best for you.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree that we're a softer generation for sure. But I mean, the way I see it is I'm not swaying anybody either way. So I just take whatever I believe. That's what I believe. Whatever you believe, I really don't care. You know, I'm gonna show up and go to the gym. I'm gonna fight. That's what I do.
So you don't believe in me. You don't think about my feelings.
Dude, I support whatever you want to do.
You don't care about my feelings. Is that what you're saying, Mr.
No, I
Verret?
really don't care about anybody's feelings, man.
It's brutal, man.
It's just about me and what I got going on. But that's how I see everything.
Yeah, I can respect that, man.
Fighting's a selfish sport, man. There's got to be a singleness of mentality where it's like, all right, I'm locked in on this. And I think, you know, if I started branching out into politics and even began to learn about that, I feel like there's so much in there that I would have to make some room in my head and forget about some of this fighting crap. Because politics, I open Twitter, I start reading that, I'm like, mute this word. Like, I can't even begin to read it because I'm just not ready to face that.
Yeah, I'd advise strongly.
Yeah, just stay out of the way. I like going to the gym. I like fighting. I like watching movies.
You bulldoze over people there, I'll bulldoze over everybody that gets in my way politically.
And dude, I'll support whatever you want.
All right, I'm expecting an endorsement. All right, we're gonna get you a shirt.
Yeah,
We had 600 shirts made, all of them gone.
hell yeah.
Yeah, I gave them a lot of them to a bachelorette party in Destin too.
That's the way to do it.
I wore my American flag Speedo while I did it too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, I got on top of the tables and everything.
I can only imagine.
Oh, because whenever I'm on the beach, I'm cutting up. Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't been to the beach in a minute, man. The last time I went, actually, I had COVID. Didn't know. I was on the way, and like in the car, I was like, I'm kind of like my back was aching. I was like, I kind of feel like I'm running fever. You know, my mom's driving, gave me some medicine, whatever. We get to the beach, hanging out, still like tired the first day. We were there with my mom's sister's family and my mom's cousin family, all in one beach house. First night, my mom cooks a lasagna. Everybody's eating. Oh, it's so good. I was like, you don't think it's bland? And they were like, this is the best lasagna I've ever eaten. I was like, I don't really taste it. And everybody at the table just kind of like, you don't taste it? And I was like, oh, damn. I was like, I don't smell it either. And everybody just kind of knew. And one by one, they were all just like, I don't taste or smell either. I was like, sorry. So,
Dude, I think I had it one time because I went. But how long did your taste or smell without having it last for?
not long. So, I mean, dude, we were at the beach. So I stayed outside all day and just chugged water. Sat in the sun and chugged water, and I feel like it was going quick. You know, I mean, I was outside. It's not like I was really by anybody. My family was staying in the house. They had all got it. Like, we were there for 5 days, and I want to say 4 other people got it. But, like, we were all in the sun, stay hydrated, sit in the sun. They say that's the easiest way to beat it.
Another cure, Mr. Jim Beam himself.
Yeah? Knocks it out, huh?
Because I'm telling you right now, I go by the old school methods. Like, if I have sinuses or I'm not feeling well, drink a hot toddy.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's whiskey, tea, honey, and you mix that all together. Drink that, soothes your throat, knocks you the fuck out.
Yeah? Takes care of it, huh?
I wouldn't say it takes care of it, but
Yeah.
It gets you a little drunk to where you can go to sleep.
Worry about it the next day?
Yeah, I mean, look, dude, I got my video taken down talking about vaccine once, so I got a strike. But
Yeah.
I ain't with the Rougarou juice, man.
Yeah.
No, but y'all get tested for every fight, huh?
Yeah, COVID tested? Yeah.
They go up your nose?
Well, I only fought once since COVID because they kept us not fighting for a whole year. And then this year, I had 2 guys pull out this year, and then now I'm missing this one. So I only fought once since COVID. And yeah, they shoved that thing up my nose, but I didn't find it was much different from a flu test. Just
Yeah, the swab.
yeah, whatever.
I'll tell you what, man. You seem like you have your mind locked in on nothing but fighting, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I know that regardless of what I want to do outside of the cage, whether it's business or any other kind of venture, I know that it's all starting because of this. I know that I wouldn't be where I am right now without fighting. Regardless how good I do, whether I'm a next bantamweight UFC champ or I ended up just fighting local shows, making a couple $1,000s here and there, I know that people know me because of that. I know that I'm building a brand with it, so it's like I'm not going to give up right now. I'm going to stick to it.
There's nothing selfish about putting yourself first.
Yeah.
Not a damn thing. You stay on that track, dude, once you're locked in and you realize there's nothing that's going to get in your way. You might have some things that try to slow you down, but you fucking plow through them. That's the best damn thing you can do.
Yeah.
Whenever you're locked in like that, don't let anything, like fucking take names. They say take names, kick some ass. Fucking don't even take the name. Just fucking plow through them.
Yeah.
You keep on that path, dude, because your mind, since the last time I talked to you, you seem like a lot more fucking just locked in, zoned in to everything that you're doing, all your endeavors. That's a good thing, man. Because, I mean, hell, you're building the brand, like I said, like I told you earlier, man. I watch your fight. Your fights are entertaining.
Yeah, I try, man.
Like, if you're going by you got 4 wins by submission. Because that's the stuff that gets you noticed. Decisions are hard to come by, but you fucking finishing people?
Yeah.
You going to go the Oliveira route next time? Try to hop on
I did that before. I fought a guy, Nick Burridge. We're actually cool now. So I said that I'm not big on being cool guys you might fight, but I don't think Nick's fighting anymore.
Mm.
Right? So he doesn't count.
That's fair.
And he's from Mississippi, so I've only met him. I met him whenever I fought him, then I met him at some other fights. So he's cool. But we went out there first round, same exact thing. I'm kind of standing, touching, moving. Nick tagged me, grabbing the legs. We're going to the ground. They ended up taking Nick down on the fence, beat him on a little bit. Whenever he stood up, he kind of turned his back. He stood to the side. I jumped straight up there, and I locked it in. And I remember the way he was facing, I had it locked in. And I turned, I looked at Abram in my corner, and I wasn't even thinking. I just looked at Abe, and he kind of like had the look of like, is it in there? Is it in? And so I had it, and I turned, I looked at Abe, and I was like I started nodding my head. You could see in the video, and I ended up choking Nick out. But yeah, so I got the backpack win already. We'll do something else next time.
All right, so last question, does McGregor get another chance at the belt?
He's going to have to beat some guys.
I don't think he deserves it.
Yeah, I mean, he's talking about coming back and fighting Oliveira straight. I mean, he just got beat up twice in a row.
So what Gaethje said about that? He said, I will literally burn the entire fucking thing down in a riot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a world where he can come back. And even Dana, who understands how much money Conor brings, knows that's just not a good look for the sport. It kind of ruins the integrity of the belt.
Yeah.
If guys like Conor McGregor are fighting for it, Dustin Poirier should be fighting for the belt. Justin Gaethje should be fighting for the belt. But even Gaethje talking all this noise, saying, he's so concerned about this title shot. He beat James Vick by knockout. He beat Cowboy by knockout. He beat Edson Barboza, who just moved down to featherweight because he couldn't make it at 155, all by knockout. He beat Tony Ferguson, who we've been seeing get cracked left and right.
I love Tony too, bro.
Then he beat Michael Chandler, who...
2 fights.
Yeah, 2 fights in UFC. And then he says, after the Dustin Poirier fight, Dustin was in the hospital and I was taking pictures. I know for a fact Dustin didn't go to the hospital after that fight. And I also know for a fact, and so does the rest of the world, that Justin Gaethje got knocked out in that fight. So you can say what you want. Whenever the refs stopped the fight, you were single-legging Herb Dean, not knowing what was going on. So it's like...
Wait, he was talking shit about Dustin afterwards?
Yeah, well, he's just trying to say that he said, after the fight, Dustin went to the hospital because I kicked his leg so bad, and I was outside taking pictures of fans. All right. I mean, who won? At the end of the day, there's a dub and an L. You got one of them. Yeah.
I hope, dude, I really hope Dustin stays the course and gets one more shot.
Yeah, I hope so, too. I'm not sure what he plans on doing. I mean, really, whatever he does is...
Look, in my opinion, the man has accomplished more than a lot of people can say. Because the way I was looking at it whenever we were watching that fight, me and my boy were sitting down. I just saw Oliveira get the back. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, dude. Like, we sat there for about 5 minutes feeling bummed out, and then we heard him talk about whenever he told Oliveira he'll donate $20,000.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the reason why Lafayette's so proud of that man.
Mm-hmm.
It's not whether or not he has the belt. It's because he literally epitomizes and shows what we are as a people here. That's why Lafayette's so proud of the man.
Yeah, no, I mean, he doesn't realize, because to him it's just, yeah, I'm going to the gym, going to work out. But there's, in no other sport, Tom Brady's not going back to his hometown, throw football to the local high school kids.
Mm-mm.
But Dustin Poirier, best in the world, has no reason that he should be coming back to Lafayette and sending me a text, hey, I want to work out. There's no reason that Dustin's cornered me for 2 fights. Anytime I fought that Dustin was in town, he came out and cornered me. Anytime that, and it's small to him to retweet something I post or share a picture we put on Instagram. But he doesn't, or I'm sure he does realize now, but all those things are pushing me so much more forward than he needs to. It's not like he owes me anything, and there's no reason that he should be looking out for guys as small as I am, or coming back to the gym working out. Me, Abe, Tyreek, Eric, and him and Eric came out together. But just things like that, it really shows that his character goes further than what people see on TV. Because there's people that see his donations and his charity, his foundation, all that, and they can say, yeah, he's a great guy. One-on-one, he could be different. I know that as a guy who's seen him one-on-one and been able to train with him and been fortunate enough to hang out with him, it's like, dude, he's exactly what you see.
Yeah.
He's a real man of the people.
That's really what makes us so proud of him. That's why whenever we're sitting right there, dude, like, as hard as it was to accept the fact, it's just like, all right, Dustin, you kind of soothed our hearts a little bit tonight, man. But I'm just, man, I want him to have that. I want him to have that belt wrapped around, dude, because he was so close to beating Khabib.
Yeah, dude, he almost had Oliveira out of there too.
He did, man. Striking wise, there's nobody at that 155 division that can match with him striking.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I don't even think Chandler can.
Hell no.
So I think what happens is maybe Oliveira, I think, defends his belt against Gaethje, then Chandler, and then Dustin wins another fight. Maybe against who's the guy out of England? No, that's a welterweight we're talking about. That Usman already beat. I'm trying to remember his name. I think maybe 2 or 3 more fights. Oliveira defends the belt, or whoever has it. Dustin gets back in there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping.
You and me both.
Ideally, he'd get another crack at it.
Yeah.
After one fight. But regardless of that, we are proud of you, man. So,
hell yeah.
Damn proud of you. So, other than that, man, hell, that's awesome. I didn't know he wouldn't stand in your corner and all that.
Yeah, he did that for 2 of my fights. He's actually bad luck. I think I lost both times he's ever cornered me. So
tell him you put him by his calzones on the flagpole.
Yeah.
Hey, look, he might not be able to do it by himself or me either, but we'll get them both.
Oh yeah.
I'm just kidding. Well, hell, brother, I know you got to do stuff and go work out and get prepared. But I appreciate you coming on, dude.
Hell yeah.
You fucking locked in, dude. I love it. Dude, this kid used to be wild, man.
Trying to chill out, man.
And dude, don't let the hair fool you. This motherfucker's a stone cold killer. Man, well, hey, that is Cody El Pablito Verret. I'm Scott Davis. This is Unwoken. God bless. Take care. We'll see you asses next week. Champ, you got something to tell them?
No, man. Thank y'all for listening. You can follow me on Instagram, Cody_Verret. And on Twitter, it's @VerretCody. So do that.
Got it, baby. Well, we're going to put the links down in the bio. Y'all have a great day. We'll see y'all asses next week.